Hi, this is Monica from Painting in France. So why me introducing the video? Well, you're going to be hearing my voice behind the camera a lot of the time, so I thought I'd just put a face to the voice. We're in Collioure on holiday. It's a beautiful historic little fishing port, and more importantly, it was also the sort of, if you want to call it, the headquarters of the Fauvism movement. So artists through the ages have really appreciated the beautiful scenes around us, and Simon will shortly be showing you how to paint some of the beautiful scenes that have captured our imagination.
Hi, Simon again, and we are now sat in a cafe in Collioure, and I'm going to be doing some painting from here, because what you'll sometimes find is that being able to paint in situ isn't always easy. I mean, we've got delivery vans, we've got builders behind us, so I've taken some photographs, taken a walk around the town. It's been a lovely little walk around there. So I'm going to do three techniques here. I'm going to do one, paint this scene live here in front of us, literally from in situ. I've got a photograph I'm going to work from, and I've also got a picture I'm going to do from memory. So I don't know if you want to look at this display here. This is a sort of, I've got a kind of drawing tin, which is quite handy, with biros and pencils. I've got my folding brushes, a handy little homemade water tub, and a modified palette. I'll talk more about that at a later date. But in the meantime, I'm just going to start sketching. There's a lot going on, but I'm just going to quickly do I always somehow just start with a little frame like that. I'm using a big biro, a ballpoint pen.
And what are you painting on, Simon?
This is a little hard-backed journal.
Do you know if it's a particular brand?
It's I think it's a Dale Rowney 150 gram paper, so it's actually nice for both drawing and writing. And I may have done the frame a little bit smaller, but I'm going to start with something. Just do a little, just a quick sketch we've got. Of course, we've got the tower there in the background. I'm trying to get that sort of just the edge of the scene there. Just getting the main shapes in.
So these really are just quick sort of vignette memories of your holiday, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to get a bit of artistic license. I've got this sort of little tree.
Do you ever work any of these up afterwards into proper watercolours?
Sometimes I do, yeah. If I've taken a photograph, so I'm just literally going to put a few of these. I often put the furniture in first, so the kind of, I say, the cafe umbrellas here. Simple. This tower. Let's think of there.
You know, I must admit, my tendency would probably be to miss the tower out completely and just draw the umbrellas.
Well,
but it's kind of key to the scene, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So now I've got the umbrellas, I've got the road. Just going to put some chairs in.
Now, why do you use? You always tend to sketch with a ballpoint pen. Why is it kind of your favoured?
What I like is that you've got a kind of light and dark sketches. Yes, you can do it with a pencil, but this is also waterproof, so it means you can wash your colours on quite quickly, and it'll sort of, it won't smudge, which is nice. So as you can see, I'm just kind of hinting at cafe people. Yeah, but there's thousands of people. But by getting the umbrellas in, you know, you do get roughly where people are. There's got a bit of sea there. There's a bit of wall there.
And I suppose also, I mean, you're not you do try and get your perspective relatively correct, but you're not too hung up on every tiny little detail, are you? It's really just about getting the atmosphere.
Yes, I mean, you'd probably sit down and go, this is impossible to try and do it. I'm actually already thinking that. So as you can see, I've really quite simplified that little scene there.
Can you do me a favour and just take your hand away for a second?
There we are.
Okay, great, thank you.
We've got a little dog ball then. Maybe I'm a little dog there as well. Let's have our dog. sleeping in shade. I'm going to use a bit of artistic license to have some shade across there. Let's have some clouds. That's kind of got the key. I've missed that lamppost out in the middle. I don't think that really helps. I'll have some few classic overhanging branches.
There's quite a history to that tower, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
We were reading up about it the other day, and they were basically, it was built over centuries and heightened, and it was originally just almost it was a lighthouse to show the entrance to this harbour, which was a natural harbour. But it was eventually incorporated, and the church was built around it in the sort of mid-17th century.
Okay, there we are. That's the initial sketch. Let me see if I can take this into colour. Right, so now I've added a little bit of Payne's grey to my Naples yellow, and I'm going to just, so I've got this kind of warm, I'm kind of doing the lighter tones first, getting stronger as we come forward. This is the tower, so I'm going to make that a little bit darker, and maybe leave the umbrellas clear, so that stands out right. Put a little bit of burnt skin on there in a while. It's kind of old stonework. Yeah. Put it under here. Okay. Right. So now we've got, as you can see, we're just beginning to add some darker tones in. This tree, I think, as well. Some bit of Payne's grey and Naples yellow.
So you're literally just seeing a bit of the trunk of the tree, aren't you?
I am really, yeah, and I'm kind of cheating a little bit insofar as I'm making it a bit of a sunnier day. I might just add a little bit of magenta and Payne's grey for some shadow, because although the sun has gone hazy on us, I seem to remember it being quite a nice sunny sea, so I'm just going to put some more. Let's have a little bit of shadow going across there, maybe across here as well. We can pretend there's another tree just outside. That's.
Am I cramping your style? Well, there is a tree just the other side.
That's right, yeah. Just cool. So now I really need that to dry as well. I know what I can do. I can put it's a very quite intense green.
With the umbrellas.
And the umbrellas, yeah. So while that's dry, I think that's dry enough. It's always good just to take your time. I'm not sure if I'm taking enough time.
The whole thing about travel journalism, though, love, it's a memory. It's not a painstaking watercolor painting.
Exactly. We're just trying to capture the scene. We've got this got quite bright green. I'll put a little bit more blue into that. Indeed. That's great. And now, once again, I'm going to have to let that dry. I'll tell you, I'll just put some dark green leaves coming in. Time to use a slightly smaller brush. It's always nice, classic overhanging branches, even if they're not quite as overhanging as I've done them. That's fine. Great. Okay, I'll let that dry again now. Right, this is kind of drying now, and I'm going to mix up a little bit of burnt sienna. You look, just some terracotta roofs. I'm just literally. Even put that colour on the roof of the tower. And I think there's a few little roofs in here. Look at that. I'm not even really bother putting the details in the background. Then I'm going to squeeze through. Let's get some.
Sorry, am I cramping your style?
No, darling, that's no more than usual. No more than usual. All right, so now I'm literally going to. I've got a slightly thinner brush. I'm not sure what size they are. They're kind of small, medium, and large.
Well, that's a 3. This one is a.
Oh, this one says 8, so it's 8. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, let's just kind of. We've got some.
You just kind of putting the detailing in?
Yeah, I'm just
starting
gonna
to put the people in.
This is now quite thick.
So you're just silhouetting them, though, rather than
Yeah,
colour.
exactly. Yeah, I'm not gonna. So I'm just kind of suggesting that there's a crowd of people in there, a few legs of chairs and stuff. Like I said, it's good to get the kind of the furniture in and then put the people in. I mean, we can be very. The nice thing is, we can be very vague and loose here, I think.
Do you actually fill all of them in, or do you sometimes leave some of them quite sort of loose?
Yeah, I am really. I'm just going to put them. Just a few kind of. Actually, there's no wall here, the wall's there, but I'll pretend there's a little wall out there. And we're going to. As I go away, I'm just putting less blobs in, just to kind of suggest there's some tables, there's some furniture. Maybe there's a way to there.
You've really just done little strokes of colour more than anything.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, as a practice. Yeah, as a practice. Oh, there's a nice shadow underneath these things, isn't there? So it might just open this kind of huge triangle.
Yeah, well, you're kind of noticing it now because there's a little bit of sun coming through.
That's it. Yes, I think quite a fine line. Just excuse me. Get that. So it's really quite thick and creamy consistency of Payne's grey now. This would just put a few kind of verticals in. It's almost too wide, isn't it? The nice thing about this kind of brush is they do roll to a nice sort of fine point.
This little set of yours has got a good selection in, hasn't it? It goes from a 10 down to an 8, down to 3, and then all the way down to 0.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's a good little set there. Oh, just going to hint at some distant umbrellas. Putting those fine things in. That's good.
So for people who want to know, this is actually one we got from the SAA, the Society of All Artists, which is based in the UK.
Great online service. I'm not sure how good it is with Brexit, but they have an excellent sort of shop there. No, we're not sponsored by them, but
you've used them for years.
Yeah. I like their paints and their brushes. But you can, I think you can get to a good art shop. You'll be able to get a nice little range. These are great because these are like little collapsible brushes.
Because that's a big thing when you're travelling, isn't it? Is actually keeping your brush points protected.
That's right.
Because if you just sort of shove them into a container, they tend to just.
I'm just going to put it.
What you don't want are bent brushes.
That's it. I'm just putting a little bit of texture on the tree here. A few more little lines going across down to the beach. Do you know, I think I might just put a little bit of shadow on there, just down that one side. I think I'll stop there. What do you think? Okay, that's just so hopefully you can see the scene across there. Yes, it's a bit of an artistic license, but I think it's quite good. Yeah, it's nice for a journal, isn't it? So this has been the example of painting in situ, sat in this wonderful little cafe. If you'd like to see any of the other illustrations, paintings I've done, go through to our YouTube channel at Painting in France.